California's financial rainy day is here. The state's legislative analyst announced the governor and lawmakers will have to figure out how to deal with the $68 billion budget shortfall this upcoming year, one of the biggest in state history.
We describe this as a serious budget problem, though we would stop short of describing it as a budget crisis.
The state's financial experts said this happened for several reasons, starting with delayed tax returns because of the series of winter storms this year. Lawmakers and the governor put together the state spending plan last summer without having a full financial picture from those returns, which ended up coming back billions of dollars below expectations. Also, the state relies mostly on California's wealthiest taxpayers for cash. Those earners have been impacted by an underperforming stock market, persistent inflation, and job losses in high-paying industries like tech. The LAO said lawmakers and the governor should consider billions in cuts to programs, including those related to education, the environment, and transportation. Republicans say cuts must be made.
Depending upon what we do, we can either keep avoiding that crisis, or we can intentionally walk right into it.
New Democratic Assembly Budget Chairman Jesse Gabriel said the goal is to avoid cuts to key services for the most vulnerable Californians.
We're unfortunately going to be in a position this year where we're probably going to have to say no to a lot of things that otherwise, if there were no constraints, we would want to do.
Another top suggestion from the LAO, tap into the state's rainy day fund, which requires the governor to declare a budget emergency.
He's in the process of finalizing his decisions on that.
Palmer says the state has the tools to weather the economic storm.
That is not to say by any stretch that there aren't going to be difficult decisions that the governor is going to have to put on the table and the legislature is going to have to consider as well and vote on in order to close a budget gap of this magnitude. That's a given.
The next major update we'll likely get on the state's financial situation is when the governor presents his proposed version of the state spending plan at the beginning of January. Reporting at the state capitol, Ashley Zavala, KCRA 3 News.